Hi, and a very warm welcome to the weekend edition of Wellbeing Wisdom. I'm always delighted when you can join me. I was just wondering whether you sometimes feel a little bit frustrated with all of the roles that you have to play in order to be accepted with the family, at work, with society in general. Because we know that it's very, very difficult to live life as if you are playing a part in somebody else's script, taking part in a theatrical piece or movie that you didn't write, and yet you feel compelled to join in. It's quite a common feeling because the problem with the way that we're living is that we adopt these layers of identity, these expressions of personality, in order to be more socially acceptable, in order to try and fit in with other people's expectations. And we do this to the point where the massive investment of energy in maintaining all these different roles takes away our ability to understand who we really are. And I think sometimes there is a quiet, whispered suggestion that there might be a lot more to us than simply the face that looks back at us in the mirror when we get up in the morning. More to us, perhaps, than just the stream of thoughts and feelings, the expression of our physical presence that most of us accept as being the sum total of who we really are. But these layers of personality, which have been lent to us by society, by our families, in order to help us to fit in, are often a distraction from perhaps the greatest quest you can ever undertake. And that's the exploration of who you really are. Now, if we follow the teachings of ancient philosophers who were putting this idea in front of a very free public thousands of years ago, and whose works continue to draw interest even today, we know that the layers of personality are artificial. We know that they are in many ways illusory, even though we put an enormous amount of effort into maintaining them. But if we can just take a break and step away from the thoughts and feelings, from this intimate sense of identity that we associate just with the body, if we can take a step away from that, there's a possibility that we can become aware of something deeper, the underlying expression of who you really are, that doesn't require any effort, that is beyond all those layers of personality that have been grafted onto you over the years since early childhood. And why is that remotely useful? Well, it certainly lends itself to a much happier, healthier way of living. But the ancient teachers taught that the answer to every question you could possibly have can be found within our own hearts, within the domain of our own pure self expression. When we remove all of those layers and interpretations, we arrive to a state that we are assured is absolutely complete and quite beautiful. It is the absolute expression of who you are. And it's possible that what you discover will bear no resemblance to who you suspect you might be. The deeper self, this timeless, powerful expression of reality, according to the ancient teachers, is something that's just waiting to be explored, discovered, and revealed. A way for you to perhaps live life in a very different way, where you don't have the stress, the fear, the tension, the pressure. You have a very different approach to life's challenges and problems. You have a sense of freedom, a sense of just accepting yourself completely because there is nothing artificial that needs to be defended or protected or hidden. Who you are is enough. And it has no words, it has no description. It's a way of being. Perhaps the most natural way for you to live this life. Now, it's been suggested through the means of reincarnation, we're just going to keep coming back through thousands and thousands of lifetimes until we express that perfect part of who we truly are, freed from all the layers, the contradictions, the anxieties, freed from the confusion of our own minds, so we get a chance to be who we really are. If the quest begins today, let it begin gently. It's not about trying to wrestle your thoughts and feelings into a different format. The secret is in letting go, so that those layers, which are quite superficial, one by one can be discarded, laid aside. You feel lighter, more balanced, more in control of life, less anxious, more relaxed. It will improve your health, it'll improve your sleep, your well-being, your energy. It is the most natural, direct pathway to the way that you're supposed to be. And it seems a little bit strange that we invest so much energy trying to be things, personalities that are not really who we are. I'd love to know what you think. It's always a treat when you get in touch with me and share your thoughts and feelings. Um, it's a really beautiful day. I'm looking forward to being back again with you shortly. But in the meantime, I'd love to wish you the most wonderful weekend. I'll be back soon.